Hey guys, it's Jeff. It's time for part 5 of the Bronco model's German Telemeter 1/35th scale. I did a little bit of the photo etch off camera. I'll do a little bit more of it on here today, but I want to get it just about to the point where we can do some painting. I got an email from the place I ordered the paint from, and it may be here Thursday, probably Friday, but I'm not sure if it'll be here in time for a video on Friday or not. So anyway, let's go down the bench and we'll see what we can get done today. Okay? Thanks. Okay, I've got the little sights on the end of the optical device. I'm assuming this is just kind of for, roughly sighting, getting things to where they're looking basically at the right part of the sky. There's a little pointed one on the front and a little one with a notch to the back, and the same thing on that end. It's just really tiny. Gonna have to be careful I don't knock it off. These are the little winches that we'll put on today, and I've got these little, I thought they were like wires for the like the electrical lights on the back, but they're not. They're just little hooks. I guess you'd use them to kind of hang the communication cables on when they're on the trailer or something. I'm not real sure, but they are just little hooks, so we'll go ahead and put those on. Let me see if I can focus here a little more. A little bit better. There is some photo etch on this. There's a little plate back here, and there was another little part that is kind of underneath this ring. Can't really even see it. Not sure why they bothered with it. But anyway, I put that on. Here's some more pieces that I cut out that the instructions have you put on, but I'm not even going to bother with these. One goes here, across underneath there, but when you put the wheel on, it's all completely hidden anyway, so you're not ever going to see it. And then the other one, they want you to take two pieces of photo etch. I can't even really show you. They want you to curve it to match the fender profile, and it goes up underneath. Well, let's turn this up a little bit. Sorry guys. It goes up underneath here, and it goes around, and it glues to the back of the trailer right kind of in there, and you're never going to see it, so I'm not going to bother putting that on. I cut the pieces out for the little platform, got those all ready to go, and then there's a little stand for that goes here on the computer that we can put that on. Okay, and then I've got the wheels to put together, and we've got this these reels for the communication wires. We can get those put together today. For right now, let's go ahead and see if we can get these winches put on. Well, just to show you, well, I'll put the winches on first, then I'll show you. You guys probably already know kind of how this works, but I gotta put the winches this direction. This little rounded part here goes to the inside. It just slips over the end like this. It is a pretty snug fit. Put a little in that little slot right there. There's a little tab there, but I don't suppose it probably does much more than just kind of tells you which side it goes on, because it's off center. Try and put them on there pretty straight. Okay. And we'll get this other one on here. getting to where I'm having a hard time holding this. Fearful of breaking something. There it goes. Okay. Now the way this works, I'll put those little hooks on too in a second. Basically, this is the platform the telemeter sits on. So there's a hook up right here, and they would lift this up and it would set on that hook. Now of course we got wheels to go on there yet, but then the winches would just lift this up into place, and they would drive with it setting like this. Okay, and then when they got to where they were going, they would crank these winches down and drop the back and then just drive out, and it would be setting where it needs to be. Pretty simple design. Let's put these little hooks on. I'll try real hard not to break them. They just kind of stick up. Might have to go with a little more glue. Okay, there's one. The other one. Okay, I'll let that dry. I'll be right back, okay guys? Okay, I thought I had the camera on, but I didn't. I just put this little pipe on here. That's just kind of the way it goes. It hangs down and goes over here and just terminates right there. I'm assuming so they can hook it up to a vehicle for air brakes at some point. I still got these two little rods that I have been able to find nothing about exactly what they do, but they go here. They're kind of tricky. They just go back here and end. Really no explanation, so that's the way I'm going to put them. Put a little on the head there. Okay, and we've got one for this side also. We'll just make them look the same. I'm guessing it's got something to do with brakes. Parking brake, emergency brake, I really don't know. Maybe it has something to do with releasing the trailer, or the gun from the trailer. Not real sure. Okay, but we'll just call that good, and they'll just disappear kind of back here underneath the spring. Let's go ahead and set this aside and we'll let it dry. That is, by itself there, the only thing left is the wheels, which I'm going to leave separate for painting purposes. I've still got these little clamps that'll hold the optical part on once we get it painted, but then I've got the tires and wheels to put together. And I've sanded those. I think these look better than they did at the factory when I got the kit, but I don't know for sure. Anyway, the way these work, this sits in here, and then the glue goes actually around the outside, so hopefully once we're all said and done, these will be able to turn. Okay, if I'm just real careful with my gluing, that'll sit there in the center, and this will sit over. What I'm going to do is just put a little bit on the edge of this, because they actually fit pretty tight. There's very little, well, you know, there's very little seam there. Maybe the glue will get in there a little bit. But the parts fit nice and tight. They definitely aren't going to just fall out. Just go around where the seam is. Hopefully that'll wick in there a little bit without causing this to seize up. Okay, let's do the other one. And these I'll be painting separately before I glue them on. I can see the glue just wicking in there a little bit. Okay. I think that's going to be enough. We're going to leave those separate until after we get some painting done. And I've got these to put together. And we've got two. So we've got basically this. I want to make sure I don't get the sides confused. Those are identical, so one to each side, one to each side. Okay. Hang on just a sec. Okay, let's see here. These have got pins. Yeah, that'll be fine. Put a little glue on there to get it started. Okay. See a little bit of flash I need to clear off. Shouldn't take a second before I forget. There we go. Okay, and let that one sit for a little bit. Okay. Okay. Oop, don't want to get any fingerprints on there. little more here. You can't see, can you? Just doing a little, just a little more. Okay. Okay. Okay, that should be good. Then we just need to do these. Okay. Okay, I'm going to let that side firm up, and then I'll put the other side on. And while we're waiting for that, let's go ahead and put this together. Okay, that's all the other pieces we've got. This is in 2 parts. Okay. And it's pretty much keyed to where you can't put it together the wrong way, I think. Yeah. Sure, this is good and strong because this is the base. Okay. Then this will go in here. And once we do that, this keyway should match, which it does not. Okay, I did something wrong. Oh, it goes this side. Okay. There we go. Now that matches in there. And for that, I think I'm going to use some of the Rebel contactor. See if it's plugged up or not. No, good. Okay. Okay. We'll let that sit for a little while, and I'll be back. Okay, guys? Thanks. Okay, this is pretty well firmed up now. Also, there's some little pipe details. Really, really fiddly to put on. I'm not real sure I even got them in the right place, but they're on there. Adds a little bit of detail. You're not really going to see them a whole lot once you get this on there. Guess you kind of will a little bit. I'll have to, yeah, that's the way that's going to go. Yeah, so you'll kind of see it. Anyway, that's pretty much ready to go. We can get these grills on here and glue these on. And then I'm trying to think, we got a little platform here we need to glue on the side of that. Let me get some of my gel super glue going here, and we'll see what we can do about getting a couple of things put on. This is just the Loctite super glue gel control. I like this stuff. Kind of gives you some working time. Okay, let's do this first. There's a couple little brackets I'll add later, but I'll get that main step attached. One thing I noticed too about this kit is there are no fold lines that I could see. This part here has to be folded, but I just folded it where the little grating ended, and it seems to be just about right, but can't really tell just the best place to fold anything. This will go here. We're just going to put that on at a 90-degree angle, and then later I'll add the braces once it's set well. I don't want to bump it, so that'll go right on there. So let's do that first. Just put a little right on here. See if we can't get it on there straight the first time. This stuff doesn't take too long to start setting. That's just about the way I want it right there. It's a little bit. Yeah, it's stuck. Okay, I'll put those little braces on later, but that's basically where that goes. Okay, and then we've got these we need to put on. They'll go like this. Have to be real careful to make sure I get them nice on the edge. Let's see what we can do with it. I might be able to. Let's try this. I'm not sure if you can see if I get them in this close. There's a little bit of a ridge on there. I might be able to just barely hang on to it. Kind of like that. And then we'll put some glue on there and see if we can't get that where it needs to be. It's not going to take a lot of glue. The head furnace. Just put a little on the edge. Hit a few spots. A couple across the middle. It does give you a little working time. I'm going to get too much on there. Okay, let's try that. See if I can get it where I want it the first time. There we go. That looks good. Okay, we'll let that one set. Make sure it's down. Okay. Try to do it again. Don't want to get so much on there that it's going to plug up the grating. Okay. That furnace. Getting warmer every day. Sooner or later I can shut that thing off. Ooh, get it where I want it. That'll be good. It could stand to go that way at the bottom, just a teeny tiny bit. But I'm happy with that. Okay. Good. Okay. Let's see here. I think we could go ahead and glue those on. Okay, I might just use the contact on that. These are the same, doesn't matter which side. The biggest thing is to make it flat across. Okay. Okay, let's just put a straight edge across it real quick. That's a little low. Looks really good. Okay, leave that guy alone, let it dry. Okay. We've got one, I put one of these together already. We've got one more to put together. Shouldn't take too much. Put that pin in there. Hold your mouth just right there. Okay, that should do it. Scoot in just a tiny bit. Okay, these are both free to turn. The kit did include some, I'm not sure if it's like wax cord or just what it is to use to wrap these with. The kit did not include the connector. the big round thing that the cable would go into. We'll work that out as we do the diorama. These will go here, but I think they're going to be easier to paint if I leave them separate. Okay, I'll put those brackets on that later once I'm sure that's nice and dry. This is ready to paint. These are ready, well, I should say prime. These are ready to prime. This is ready to prime as soon as I put the little brackets on. This is ready to prime. This is ready to prime. And this is ready to prime. So, except for, that's the two little braces for that. And then I've got the two little clamps that hold this on here. Other than that, I think we're ready to go. So that's going to about do it for today, guys. I really appreciate you watching. And like I say, hopefully the paint will be here tomorrow, but it'll probably be Friday. And I'm not sure if it'll be here quick enough that I can do anything with the video. So I'll take some pictures of what I did today. And we'll talk to you real soon. Have a great day, guys. Thanks. Bye.